So moving on to the bathroom. I'm out of focus. Okay, there we go. So we don't really keep much in here. We've got a couple of plants up there, which I'm keeping. In the shower, we don't really keep anything in the shower. Just shampoo, conditioner, a bar of soap, mine and Dane's toothbrushes. That's all we really keep in the shower. Got the kids' little step stool down there. We've got our scales there. This drawer's just got my hair straightener. I need to clean that. Look at all the hair. So gross. This drawer's just got toilet paper. And then the towels are kept in these two side drawers. That one's empty at the moment because my towels are out on the clothesline. And there's only one in that one. And then this middle one is spare toilet paper, bathroom cleaner, and spare, what is that, conditioner? Conditioner. So really nothing to get rid of in here because we use all that stuff. So the only thing I really can go through in here is this cabinet. And to be honest, I haven't gone through this in so long, so it needs a good declutter and clean because it's looking a bit filthy. So yeah, that's my makeup basket up there, so I'll go through that. This is supposed to be a little dish that all the hair bows and hair ties are kept in, but they're just sort of thrown everywhere in there, so that needs a sort out. Hand towels are here. We've got obviously three, well, we've got four in total, so three must be out on the clothesline. Don't know why there's that many on the clothesline though. There's usually only two maximum, so I don't know what's going on there. Face cloths, and then yeah, I'll go through all of this stuff. Spare soap is in that bottom one. I keep like tweezers and clippers and that sort of thing in this one. And then down here we've got like kids' toothbrushes, deodorant, hairbrush, blah blah blah, that sort of stuff. Anyway, I'll go through all of this and then I'll show you what I found to get rid of in the end. Alright, cupboard's done. Sorted through everything, put everything back in that I'm keeping. And this is the stuff here that I'm going to be getting rid of. So the stuff here is what we used on our daughter's ears after she had her ears pierced. But you stop using it after like 4 or 6 weeks, I can't remember now, but she's finished that anyway. So we can get rid of that now. This is a lash glue, which I've never even opened. I think I brought it because I thought I brought strip lashes for an event, and I thought I needed to buy the glue, but the glue was actually in with the lashes, so I didn't end up needing that. So that's going. I've just got one of those conditioners that come in a hair dye thing that I don't need, so I'm going to get rid of that. This is basically empty. It's like a little drop on the bottom, but the kids liked using that stuff. This stuff here I just didn't really like. It's a facial, what's it called, sunscreen, but it's way too light for me. I got the wrong colour, and it's just too thick and heavy. I didn't like it, so I'm going to get rid of it. A deodorant that I no longer really use. I don't really like the scent much anymore. I used this when I was on the whole low tox natural sort of bandwagon, but I am not as hardcore with that sort of thing anymore, so I now just use regular deodorant instead of like the natural stuff. So that's going. I've got a little glue that my strip lashes came with, because I only used it obviously once, and yeah, don't need that anymore. And then this here is just a foundation that my stepmother-in-law left at our house when she came over from Australia. And it's too light for me. She said just to keep it and she'll buy a new one over there. There's no point sending it over, but it's too light for me, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Yeah, so that is everything going from the bathroom. Okay, moving on to our lounge room. As you can see, we just don't keep anything really in here. Usually the kids have some toys out here, which, like I said, we rotate, but so I could go through all the toys, I did take them out already. But other than that, we've just got basically just furniture, and yeah, nothing really in here. I did buy these shelves off Facebook Marketplace only like a couple of months ago, and that's been really handy for hanging up the kids' school bags before and after school, just to get like everything we need into them and whatever. So that's up there now, but yeah, apart from that, we don't really keep anything in here. But I am going to declutter this little coffee table. I brought this thinking that it was way bigger than what it was. Like, I thought it would come out to like here and out to like here. I completely read the measurements wrong on the listing. And yeah, it's obviously way too small. But yeah, I brought one because I thought a square one would look pretty good in here, and I was going to sand it back, bleach it, like make it look really good. But there's no point me doing anything to this because it's tiny. So I'm just going to declutter that today. I'll pop it back on Facebook Marketplace and hopefully someone buys it. So that is going from the lounge room. But apart from that, there's really nothing else in this room that can go. So that's going to be it for this room. I need to give it a good wipe down first. The kids have put fingerprints all over it. Kids have actually been using it. But yeah, I'll keep my eye out for a bigger coffee table. So yeah, I'll go pop that with the rest of my declutter pile, and then we'll go on to the kitchen. So here in the kitchen, we've got these drawers here. We don't keep anything in the top 2 baskets. They're usually always empty. And then in these bottom 4, we just keep the kids' magnetic tiles, because these are toys that they pretty much play with every single day. That's why we just keep them out here. Yeah, because they just play with them all the time. There's no point putting them away if they're just going to pull them out daily. So nothing to go through in there. I'm not going to bother going through food items today. To be fair, I don't think we've got any expired food anyway, because I pretty regularly use up food that we have in the house before buying new stuff. So I won't go through the fridge or the pantry. So it's basically going to be just these drawers, pots and pan cupboard. There's nothing under there, that's just our rubbish bin. And our recycling bin, and then just like dishwasher tabs, dishwashing liquid, and these spare bin liners. So yeah, nothing to go through in that cupboard. So it'll mainly be this cupboard here, which is just like pots and pans and like baking stuff. So I'll go through that. The shelves up here, I won't get rid of any of that stuff because we use that stuff like literally every day. Apart from the scales at the very top there, I probably use those maybe 2 or 3 times a week. So that stuff's staying. Obviously these are staying: tea, sugar, coffee, kettle, knives staying, paper towel holder is staying, chopping board is staying. And then over this side we've got the little compost bin, and then a plant. So that stuff's all staying. So basically just this cupboard to go through, these drawers to go through, and then I'll check that cupboard up there. That probably doesn't have anything. It's just got cleaning cloths, tea towels, some wipes, and like a couple of things that are just sharp that I keep up from the kids. And then I'll go through this little cupboard up there as well, which also doesn't really have anything. But yeah, I'll actually be very surprised if I find anything to get rid of in the kitchen. Just because we don't tend to buy new things for the kitchen. Like we usually only buy things that we're going to use. So the only things I've really needed to get rid of are things that have either broken, or we've like maybe upgraded something, or like kids stuff that they've grown out of. But yeah, anyway, I'll go through those few drawers and cupboards and see if I can find anything. Top drawer, nothing to get rid of in that one. Middle drawer, oh gosh, this looks so messy. Okay, here we go. We have a broken wooden spoon that can go. But apart from that, I think all these other utensils we use. Yeah. I got one of these old school beaters from my mum. Well, actually from her shop. She's got like a second-hand, like antique or old stuff kind of shop. And I really wanted an old school beater. I still use my electric beater sometimes too, but I loved these ones. It just took me back to my childhood and baking with my mum, which was a lot of fun. So I love having that. It's really cool. It's cool to get the kids to use that too, so that they know what things used to look like before everything turned electrical. So we're all good for utensils. I use these little bowl things at the back. We use all this stuff. I've just got like herbal teas and things there. That's my nut milk bag. Use that all the time. So nothing to get rid of in that drawer. Oh, this one's a bit of a mess at the moment. This is basically all of my containers. So we've got some plastic containers, some glass containers. Actually, I do have something I can get rid of in here. This veggie chopper, oh my gosh, this thing was amazing, and I literally used it every single day. Where's the bottom of it? Here it is. This thing here, it's also got a blade which will be up in that top cupboard, but I used this every single day for chopping things like onion, garlic, capsicums, sort of those sort of things that you want to dice up real small. But recently it just has started falling apart, so this thing comes off kind of like that. So that once that pops off, then this part pops off, and then the whole thing's just in pieces. But it lasted really well. I had it for, I want to say about almost 4 years, and absolutely loved it. So I definitely will purchase another one. You can see here too, like where I've pulled, where you pull the lid to chop your things up, it's like taken out of the plastic. I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna go, and I'm gonna order myself a new one that doesn't break. I feel like I just use all of this stuff. Like, I know it looks real like messy and there's heaps of bits and pieces, but to be fair, I kind of use all these containers. They're just very handy for things like leftovers and stuff like that. So I'm probably just keep all of these. Yeah. So moving on to this little cupboard here. I hang my tea towel up on the hook there so that it doesn't, the kids don't keep pulling it off. I used to hang it on the oven, but the kids keep pulling it off. So in here I just have it like a cooling rack, a muffin tin, which I use all the time. But I've got this thing back here. Oh, it's so hard to reach. I've got this thing back here that I don't use, so I can get rid of that. I brought this for, I thought I would use it for drying dishes over the sink, because you kind of just put it over your sink like this. Excuse, my sink is really dirty. But you put it over your sink like this, and then you can hang your dishes on it, and it drains, and then, you know, it drains straight into your sink. And I thought I would use it a lot, but it turns out that it's just stayed in the back of that little cupboard literally since I brought it. So I'm just going to get rid of it. So that's all for that little cupboard. We'll go and check this corner cupboard now. This is going to be a mess, so apologies if there's like crumbs and filth everywhere, but I need to go and give everything a really good deep clean. So we got toaster. This is the only little pot we have, and then this is the only other pot we have, so it's a bigger one with the steamer on top. They are the only two pots we own, and we get by just fine with just those two. Back there is a sandwich press which we use all the time, and then there is a glass dish that we use all the time as well. Things like lasagnas, I don't know, just any kind of dish that goes in the oven. I also make brownies and stuff in that one. And then we've got our fry pan back there and a little sieve that's just been thrown in there. Use all of this stuff, so that's all fine. In the bottom here, I love this thing, use that all the time. It does take up a lot of space, but it's amazing, love it. Bowls I use all the time. What is that? That's kind of like a jaffle machine. I don't use it ever, but Dane uses it, so I'm just keeping it for him. This is like a casserole dish with a lid that we use all the time, and I make my sourdough loaves in there. Electric beater, and then a couple of baking pans that we use a lot, so like a loaf tin, a sort of like one for slices, I guess, and then a cake tin. So actually there's nothing to get rid of in this cupboard at all. I use all of this stuff. So that is that. Check this cupboard up here. All my tea towels must be out on the line because I've only got one here. I actually did have two hanging up down there, so that's 3. Oh, that means only one in the line because we own 4 tea towels altogether. So that's alright. Wipes we're obviously keeping. Cleaning cloths we're obviously keeping. I'll have a look in this because I think that, whoop, I think that blade, yeah, this blade that goes with this, so that's going. And then this stuff is staying. We've got the little gingerbread man cutter. I make gingerbread men with the kids all the time, so I use that a lot. What's this called? Grater. And then I've got a little, I usually use these on my face for like, you know, facial fuzz. But this one, I've never used this one on my face. This one, since I opened it, put it straight in here, and this is what I use to, what's the word with my, you know, when you cut into your sourdough loaf. I can't remember the name of it now, but yeah, I use that for my sourdough loaves to score it. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, so that's what I use to score my loaves, and I keep that in here so that I don't get it mixed up with the ones that I use on my face. So that is it for that cupboard. And then we've just got this cupboard up here. Look at all these COVID tests for days. When we went to pick up a few tests, they asked us like how many people in our family, and obviously we've got 5, so they gave us 1 box for every family member, and there's like 5 in every box, so we've got tests for days, but that's all right. This stuff is for our daughter's glasses to clean them. Then we've got essential oils, extra dishwasher tabs. I thought I used this cake topper for my 4-year-old's birthday, but I thought I'll keep it to use it for my 6-year-old's birthday, which is coming up. Got a lighter, so all of that is fine. My milk bottle, I get my raw milk delivered, so I just put the empty bottles up here, and then once a week I put my empty bottles out and they put the new milk at my door. What else is in here? I think we've just got cleaners, and I put isopropyl alcohol in that little jar there, which I use to clean my makeup brushes. And then these 2 are things, first aid things that wouldn't fit into the first aid kit, so that's why I've just put it up here. So there's nothing to get rid of in that cupboard. So that is going to be it for the kitchen. Just got these items here. So I'm going to go and add these to my declutter pile, and then we'll go on to the laundry room. So this is the laundry room. Recently got a new washing machine because our other one broke. So I've got a load on at the moment. I might actually pause that so it's not too loud. Yeah, so here we have cleaning sort of products down here. Things like, yeah, spare washing powder, the attachment that goes with my carpet cleaner. So yeah, just like cleaning things down there. And then up here, we've just got more attachments for our vacuum, disposable gloves, and here's like just different sponges and cleaning, I don't know, things, magic eraser, different things like that. More cleaning products down there, and then newspaper. So it's everything like in that cupboard. And then up here, just got laundry liquid, laundry powder, oxygen bleach. This stuff here can actually go today. It's terrible. It does not work at all. So that can go. And then up the top there, I've got a box that has my donations in it from last month that I haven't dropped off yet. So I'm just going to add that to the things that I declutter today and then take them all at once. So that's what that is. Here we've got a fly swat, not a swatter, like it like shocks them, gives them an electric shock and kills them. So that's what that is. And then we've got the mop and this thing that I don't really know what to do with, so it's just sort of hanging up at the moment. Could declutter it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll find somewhere to put it. Down here is our carpet cleaner. It needs a really good clean. It's disgusting at the moment. Through there is our toilet. Very old toilet. I'm just not even going to go through there. So I'll go through these drawers here today. I'll show you what's in those. Up on the wall there is our first aid kit. Then over here we've got our clothing rack for drying clothes inside. This used to be out in the kids' playhouse, but we've changed things up out there, so I've brought them in, and I will actually get rid of those. So I can add those to my declutter pile. Oh, do I want to get rid of them? I don't know. If I can't find anywhere for them to go and have a purpose for them, then I will get rid of them. This can go. I found this outside. The kids, they sometimes take their wooden toys outside and then they just get absolutely ruined. So I try to tell them to keep wooden toys inside and plastic ones are okay outside, but they never listen to me. So that can go. Oh, it's just our watering can, so that can stay. I don't think there's anything. No, there's nothing in here. Down there is just Dane's yard shoes. He's got his dartboard in here because he likes to play darts in here. These are Dane's bags. We'll leave that. Dog lead, leave that. Vacuum. And then we're back here again. So yeah, these drawers here are pretty much the only drawers I can go through in this room. So I'll quickly go through them and then I'll show you what I find to get rid of.
Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind all the smoke.
Okay, so this is everything that I ended up finding for the laundry room. I already showed you these two. And then I found a deck of cards that can go. This dog lead that can go. We've got two and we only use the other one. And then this book here that we just don't really use. It's just got like recipes for like Play-Doh, slime, different things like that. But I figured all of these I'd be able to find online anyway. So that's going to go. And then these are a bunch of colouring in books that they have either finished or that they just don't like. I think they've finished all of them apart from this one. This is the only one that they actually just don't like, and I think it's because of the paper. Like it's that real old, I don't know. Well, they've done a couple of pages in here, but they just never ask for this one anymore. And then, yeah, all these other colouring in books are pretty much all used up. So yeah, that is everything going from the laundry room. I'm going to go and add this to all of our other items that I found today, and then I will show you everything that we've got for the day. So this ends up being the declutter pile that we got for the day. Quite a lot here actually, a lot more than what I thought I would find. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!